What's up, everybody? I'm Kon Jelly. Welcome to ComiKon. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I have a mystery box for you today. And this is a mystery box from an Instagram account called Comic Book Campaign. And they run a web store. And I honestly don't even remember how I came across this this account. But I saw they were putting out some mystery boxes, and I knew some people that were buying them, and I said, you know what, I'll get one too. Check it out. So we're gonna open one up. So here we go. It is very much covered in tape, and the box has got a little beat up by the post office, but let's see. All right. Well, I do not remember what I do not remember what you're supposed to get in here. But this is not a conventional box that I could feel. So we're going to start with an art print that I don't recognize the signature, but it's a good looking print. There's the first thing. And that is not a comic. That is, let's see, how do I get in here? There we go. All right, there is a graded book in here, though. That's pretty cool. All right. So first up is an action figure of Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian. That's pretty cool. Chicken Man from The Mandalorian. It's pretty neat. Next up, ooh, Pulp trade paperback. I was meaning to read this, and I never picked up a copy. So this is really cool. I will be reading this maybe even tonight. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Next up are some comics. And there's some tape stuck to it. There we go. All right. All right. First up, Dr. Aphra, #1. Love it. I was just talking about this on another episode where I showed off Dr. Aphra's first appearance in Darth Vader #3. This is #1 of her first solo series. That's really cool. Love that. It's in good condition. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a 9.8, but I think it could be pressed to be one. So that's awesome. Oh, next is Batman 100, the design variant, 125, which I do not have. I do like Batman, but I haven't been reading the main line. I mostly read the DC Black Label stuff for DC, so I basically have very few regular Batman books, and this is really cool. I don't know what it's currently like worth, but I know that a lot of people love these design variants, and I think they look good. But that's pretty cool. Next up is, so this is it looks like crossover. I'm not sure what issue, but it's a 1 in 10 variant. It is in excellent shape. Let's open her up and see what issue it is. I'm guessing it's #2 or 3, maybe #3. Yep, crossover #3. Very cool. One that I don't have. I only have the A cover, I believe. So cool. Great to add to the PC. I love crossover, so that's awesome. Next up is a DC Black Label that I don't have. Is that? It is. So this is Strange Adventures #1, signed by Tom King. Wow. That is very cool. I haven't read Strange Adventures. I've heard pretty good things about it. And it being signed by Tom King, that's awesome. That is really cool. All right. And the last book is a slab. And it is We Stand on Guard, #1. A book that I have not heard of. It's an Image book from 2015 signed by Brian K. Vaughan on 10/18/19, who wrote the book. Yeah, I don't know anything about this, but that's pretty cool. Signature series book in here. No idea what it's worth, but I gotta say, for a box that I wasn't like familiar with and just kind of took a chance on, this is some pretty cool stuff. I got a series that I love, in issue #1 of a series that I love. That's awesome. A series that I've been meaning to read. That's really cool. I never picked it up, so that's awesome. A ratio variant that I don't know what it's worth, but it's worth at least a couple bucks. That's pretty cool, and it's a cool design. A cover of a series that I'm not reading, and a signed book that I've heard really good things about, and then a slab of a comic I don't know anything about. I don't know. Like it's a really cool mix of books, and I'm pretty happy with this. So I'd have to look and see what I paid for it and what the value of this stuff is to see if I got my money's worth. But I will say, like, even if like let's say I paid $150 and this stuff's only worth like $125 or something like that, I'm fine with that. Like, this is pretty cool stuff. So, but I will check out what the values are and see and double check what I paid just to see what that all shakes out as. But regardless of how it turns out, I'm pretty satisfied. So yeah. Anyway. Okay. So I just did some digging on the values, and the only thing I can't really get a handle on is this print. Because I don't recognize the artist. It says Liana. I believe is what it says, 18 Liana. But I don't recognize the character or the artist. So this is totally up in the air. I have no idea. So, but looking at everything else, it looks to be about the 120 mark, and I did pay 150 for it. So I didn't quite hit the exact amount that I paid for. But that being said, again, I'm actually really happy with this. Like, I don't know. I don't think you can expect every time you do a mystery box to always get the amount that you paid back exactly. Sometimes, prices go up and down. Like the crossover book, even though it's a 1 in 10 ratio, is only worth about $5. So that's not, maybe when this box was put together, it was selling for more like 15. And I will say though that the Batman 100, the Dr. Aphra, and the Strange Adventures, while they're not worth a ton raw, they're in good enough condition that if I got them graded, I'd get way more back for the box than I paid. The Batman is probably worth in a 9.8, which this definitely could. I'd have to actually take a closer look, but it's definitely a candidate. That would bring around like $70 to $80. The Dr. Aphra is probably around the same thing. But I want to keep that. I don't want to sell it. And Strange Adventures, it'd have to go to CBCS since it's signed. But again, probably about $70. So, if I wanted to like squeeze out all the money I paid for this, I could get it back if I wanted to. But again, I gotta say, I'm happy with the box because I'm happy with the things that I got. They're things either that I wanted or didn't have, and I think that's important when it comes to mystery boxes because there's a lot of mystery boxes out there that and I'm dreading. Well, I shouldn't say dreading, but I'm worried about a box that's on the way to me that after the last bunch of videos about Street Level Hero that Spider-Man Booth's Superior box, I thought to myself, I've never bought one of those before. And I said, so I said to myself, Self, with all the complaints going on around this box, I'm guessing that the next round is going to have a lower amount sold and they'll hear the complaints and maybe do a little better. I think most people watch the videos and are like, oh, why would you buy one of those boxes? But I saw that as a, maybe it's worthwhile taking a chance on these boxes. So I was like, all right. So I bought the Christmas box. I bought the one that went on sale on Christmas. Never bought one before. I just saw one opening, and it looks to be pretty much the same as the last box. It's just a bunch of Street Level Hero variants, and that's about it. And then the T-shirt that I saw that came out on box was just a Street Level Hero T-shirt, which if I get that, it's just going in the garbage. Like, it does not. Oh man. So anyway, that box I'm a little worried about. This box I'm really happy with. Like I said, even if I didn't get the exact dollar amount back, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed opening it. I enjoyed like seeing the things that I got, and I'm going to be reading some of these and just, it was, in my opinion, it was a quality mystery box. And I think the testament, or the way I would judge it as, would I buy this box again? And my answer is yes, I would buy this box again. So if they offer another box, I will be purchasing just to see what I get in the next one. So anyway, that's just a little tidbit about the value. So hopefully you agree. If you disagree, if you think that you really shouldn't do a mystery box unless you get your exact amount back, let me know. I mean, that's one way to do it. I look at it as less of a investment, more of a fun thing, and a little bit of a gamble. So that's all I got. So I will catch you all the next ComiKon. See ya.